As I sit here reflecting on the latest headlines, one story is standing out, not just for its controversy, but for what it says about the state of protest and civil liberties in the UK. The government is moving forward with plans to proscribe the activist group Palestine Action, effectively branding them a terrorist organization. For many, including members of the group, this step feels not only disproportionate, but fundamentally dangerous. Palestine Action is best known for its bold, direct actions targeting companies and institutions involved in the arms trade, particularly those allegedly supplying weapons to Israel. Their most recent act? Breaking into RAF Brize Norton, a key British military airbase, and spraying red paint into the engines of 2 military planes. They filmed themselves doing it in the dead of night, shared the footage online, and justified it as a symbolic attempt to break what they call the material supply chain to genocide. The government's response has been swift and severe. Prime Minister Keir Starmer called the act disgraceful. A national security review is now underway at military sites, and the Home Secretary, Yvette Cooper, is preparing a written statement to Parliament that would begin the legal process of banning the group under the Terrorism Act 2000. If passed, membership in Palestine Action would be a criminal offense. But not everyone is on board with this. Saeed Taji Farouki, a Palestine Action member, told the BBC that the move is absurd and an attack on the core of British democracy. It rips apart the very basic concepts of the rule of law, he said. He even pointed out that this isn't the first time the government has attempted to clamp down on them, though he believes it's more of a knee-jerk reaction than a strategic move. The debate has already drawn in voices from across the spectrum. Amnesty International UK expressed deep concern about using terrorism laws to target protesters. Even the UK's independent terrorism legislation reviewer noted that Palestine Action's actions might be verging into blackmail territory, but stopped short of calling for an outright ban. This is a deeply layered issue. On one hand, we're seeing a group take extreme, sometimes unlawful actions in protest of what they consider moral catastrophe. On the other, we have a government that must weigh national security, rule of law, and civil liberties. What makes this story especially important is not just the legality of what Palestine Action has done, but the precedent it could set for political dissent in the UK. When a group says, if they want to ban us, they ban us all, they're not just speaking for themselves, they're highlighting a larger fear. That the criminalization of direct action, even when it skirts legality, might extend to any group or individual who chooses to protest forcefully in the face of government inaction. Whether or not you agree with Palestine Action's methods, we have to ask ourselves, where does protest end and terrorism begin? And who gets to draw that line? Stay subscribed for more videos.